What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 14 QPR career mode on the Xbox One. Okay guys, let's get into it. Now, we've got two matches in today's episode, the first of which is against Nottingham Forest, and then later on in the episode we have an FA Cup match. And guys, the FA Cup has been served up on a platter for it. We managed to draw Stoke City, which is... we could be having finals in this episode, which is in the next episode, which is absolutely fantastic. Manchester City and Chelsea were the other two teams. Manchester City ended up winning over Swansea, and Chelsea ended up winning 1-0 over Arsenal. So, seeing that Arsenal and Chelsea and Manchester City have drawn each other, and I have Stoke City, I have a very, very high chance to be in the finals, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to give it my best shot. So, guys, I just want to let you know, this is the second last episode of Season 1 of the QPR Career Mode, so please make sure to leave a like to support the final phase of this series. We do have one more episode, and that's going to consist of how the other leagues shaped up around the world. We're going to be going through the squad report, the youth academy, you name it, and we do have one match in that episode. I'm not going to say what it is, but we do have one match regardless. But we're going to start off this game very early against Nottingham Forest, and Danny Welbeck nearly gets up on the score sheet. But I do believe that was Traore running in, trying to capitalise on that. But somehow we did manage to get past here with it was a pretty shit sort of goal. But I'm going to take as many goals as possible. We're trying to get a crazy as possible goal difference for us to go into the Barclays Premier League. And we do have the match against Stoke City. So Stoke City is going to be very, very interesting to play. But we do have to beat bloody Nottingham Forest before we can even think about getting into the FA, because we're still dominating the championship, which is fantastic. Rémy and Danny Welbeck up front have been fantastic, and Taarabt, when he was at the club before he went to Barcelona, was absolutely fantastic also. So I just want to quickly recap the last episode as well. We ended up winning 3-2 over Blackburn. I don't know if we should have won that last match against Blackburn, because it was very up in the air, but we did manage to win 3-2, but I'm disappointed. We ended up losing 2-1 over Nottingham Forest, and that was our second loss of the season. And I thought, oh shit, the previous match, the other match we lost in the season was against Bournemouth, and then we played a home match against them, and we ended up winning 6-0. We just played shit on the day. Now, we did have a youth player here asking to be signed on, and I looked at his overall, and to be quite honest, we have so many other better players in the squad, in the youth academy, so I did end up just releasing him from his contract. But we did have a simulation match against Charlton, Danny Welbeck picking up 2 goals there, and unfortunately Yossi Benayoun ended up picking up a injury also. I didn't realise this, guys. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. There are 3 matches in today's episode, the second of which is against Sheffield Wednesday. I didn't realise that in the recording. I thought we only had 2, so that's a special surprise. I actually surprised myself. I was like, hang on, what the fuck what's this coming up? But we do have a match against Sheffield Wednesday. If you guys saw on the bottom right there, Rémy is currently on 28 goals, which is incredible, followed by Danny Welbeck on 21. So Danny Welbeck's chasing. Maybe he can get 7 goals before the end of the season. I doubt it, but I did pick Rémy for winning the Golden Boot, but we had an unfortunate defeat against Nottingham Forest. Maybe we could try to prevail against Sheffield Wednesday, in which we did. That was a pretty good goal from Rémy, I thought. Nice little finesse. Rémy just has such a good touch on this game. Even though he's not highly rated, he's only like an 81, I think, at the moment, 27 years of age. He's fucking fantastic. He really, really is a fantastic player, and I can't wait to play with him a lot more if I end up doing Season 2. But Traore running down the wing, trying to get another goal to get some morale boost back. Danny Welbeck with the bicycle, but it was Junior Hoilett trying to outdo Danny Welbeck's attempt, and the volley really went really quite wide. Rémy trying to get up a shot on goal, and we're bloody drawing to Sheffield Wednesday. Maybe the cup nerves are giving us the shakes, because we do have to verse them in the next. And Stoke City are gonna be a challenge, to say the least. They have a lot of big players and signings. I actually have a pretty short sort of team, as in height wise, not as in what's it called? squad depth and whatnot. But we end up conceding again to Sheffield Wednesday, which is not good. Not good at all. And I don't know what it was. We ended up losing 2 matches in a row. And they were both 2-1ers. So it was not looking good at our chances against Stoke City. But like I said, it was set up on a platter. It was made to be for QPR to get into the final. So if this is it, this is the best opportunity we're going to get. We're so lucky not to draw either Manchester City or Chelsea. But we did end up beating Fulham. Let's not forget that. They had a fantastic side as well. They didn't have a fantastic side. They have a lot of solid players. They had Mitroglou, they had Bent, they had Hatton Ben Arthur, who recently signed from Newcastle, and they had Nicholas Holtby. I don't know if his name's Nicholas. I think it's just Holtby. But the Germany was on loan from Spurs. But here it is, guys. The second last episode of the QPR career mode. Stoke City at Wembley in the FA Cup. Let's do this, guys. So Krenger running down the wing. He's waiting for Junior Hoilett not to be offside. But Huth, with a solid tackle, pushes it for the corner kick. Is the centre-back going to get there? Unfortunately, doesn't. Krenger outside the box. Maybe if that was a Deltarati, he might have created something. But Rémy and Danny Welbeck pushing through on goal. Look how much space he's got there. But Danny Welbeck starts us off with a fantastic screamer into the top left-hand corner. He thought, come on, lads, let's bring it back. We're not going to celebrate like a prick. We're probably not the favourites in this match versus a Premier League team, but we do have a lot of fantastic striking potential, and it was a good way to start us off. Stoke City's defence was getting cut in half, and Danny Welbeck's there trying to get back on his right foot. He's going to go again, and what a solid save there by the Stoke City goalkeeper. But Stoke hammering at us just before half, trying to get one back. Solid save there by Green to keep us in front by the small margin. Phillips coming off the bench. He's running through. And I did actually realise that I left Phillips in the centre defensive mid by accident. I left my Argentinian on the bench. Junior Hoilett gets brought down, but no cards were given. And play was continued to go on. Peter Crouch bags a goal. And I was thinking, Stoke City are back into this. 1-1 in the 62 minutes. We're being shut down by their defence. But we're gonna fight for it because this is our FA Cup chance here. Krenger on the ball, trying to find Rémy or Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck manages to, doesn't really amount to anything. Rémy manages to intercept. Traore taking a nice touch there, trying to find Danny Welbeck, trying to find someone up front. But the ball just goes wide of the crossbar. And a very late opportunity. Green manages to hit Crouch, and Crouch nearly brought it back for them. In the 90th minute, Crouch did get subbed off for that, and he actually hit the deck because he knew that was the chance for Stoke City. Come on, Rémy setting through Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck! Unfortunately, Danny Welbeck's shot got blocked again. It's still 1-1 in the 90th minute. Could it go to penalties? Will Stoke City bring one back? They did bring on that Manchester City player, Guardetti, I think it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. But Etherington manages to pick out the shot, and Green knows that this is nearly all over Red Rover. Stoke are 2-1 against us, and there goes our FA Cup final dreams, which we're still trying to get one back. We're not giving up. Rémy, nice shot at Begovic, but solid save. Sean Wright-Phillips coming off the bench. I did bring on a couple of my other players, but every attack we went forward, Begovic was too strong, and looks like Stoke City here could quite easily score another to sweeten the deal. But Green was on hand to try and keep us alive for a little bit longer. But unfortunately, guys, we end up losing. We end up losing 3 matches in this episode. And Manchester City and Chelsea haven't played their match yet. But guys, I really do apologise about this episode. We end up losing 3 matches. And losing those 3 matches probably did, in turn, result what happened against Stoke. It was there for us. It was there for the taking. But that really just shows us that we're not quite ready for be a Barclays Premier League side until we get those 9 players next season. But guys, thank you very much for watching all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video to support my channel. Don't leave a like on this video. I lost 3 matches. I was fucking shit. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and thank you for all the support. Okay guys, goodbye.